Good evening, Javier Franco. Perspective from my porch. Steps for Success Life Coach founder. I haven't been doing these in a while. I've been doing a lot of other stuff, and I thought, well, I guess I better start over again. I'm going to be more consistent with this, and I've been thinking about a lot of things that I can talk about. Couple of things. If you go into, you'll find Steps for Success uh, on the page on Facebook. Also, you can find on YouTube, you can find Perspective from My Porch, and you see a bunch of videos that I've posted in the past. If you want to go back and look at something, um, they are on YouTube. Also, on TikTok, there is one with Javier Franco, and I'll be posting some of these videos on there also for Perspective from My Porch. Today, I've been thinking about different things, and I've been doing a lot of things in the last few months uh, that have made me think a lot about different situations in our lives right now. And one of the things that I have noticed is that uh, everybody's looking at conspiracies, any kind of conspiracy, any kind of excuse to make up something is pretty much what I'm saying. Uh, some are crazy conspiracies, some are conspiracies that make no sense, and then some of them are situations where you start wondering, where did you get this information. um, I apologize for the I'm trying to figure out my lighting system here. But anyway, I've heard conspiracy theories about people being robots, people being everything. I mean, I've seen it all. I've seen everything, and you've seen a lot of stuff. I think we're more concerned about conspiracies and about living life, just living life. Um, a couple of weeks ago, there were some strange clouds, and there were strange formations. There were rings and there were circles, and they were just floating by, and it was interesting to watch. But immediately, aliens came to mind. Not my mind, but other people's minds. Immediately, the government was doing something with the clouds. Immediately, there were people who were already, I don't know, it was just a lot of hoo ha going on that made no sense. Um, and then some people say, well, they've been poisoning us for years. So my thing about that, if they've been poisoning us for years, then I guess we would be in bad health, and some of us would have died. I don't think that's it. I think that a lot of these things are man-made. A lot of things, conspiracies are thought about people who just spend too much time thinking about things to worry about. In all honesty, a couple of nights ago, somebody said, "What's the deal with the ring around the moon?" And my first thought was like, usually it's because there's moisture or there's cloud cover, or usually it's moisture is what I was taught. Um, what happened to the days when you could just look up at the stars, or just look up at the moon, or just look at the clouds and think to yourself, "Wow, this is beautiful. That's wonderful." Instead, we're so worried that everything's going wrong, that everything's against us, that we're too worried about that. The eclipse, for instance, everybody had a theory, and I was telling some people, I said, "Well, I guess we've all become Mayans." In the Mayan culture, people were scared of the the the, the eclipse, and they thought it was something evil. On the other hand, the Aztecs, I believe it was the Aztecs, they worshipped and they knew the time when the eclipse were going to come. So they knew that there was some kind of magic that was going to go on, and their fields were going to prosper, and things were going to be good. So I asked somebody, said, have we become Mayans and Incas that we're scared of a natural cause? And then there was the theories of people coming up with, well, that was government made, that was man made. Uh, and my thing was like, no, that was God made. That was something, and people were scared. People were terrified. Now, I have a friend, I have various friends They don't believe in God. They don't believe in anything. And I'm still friends. I'm still really good friends with them actually. And I think we keep that friendship going because of the fact that we know where we stand in our beliefs. And one of them told me, he said, "Isn't it interesting that the people that are scared of the eclipse and what's going to happen are the ones who are going to church, and they're scared because of what's going to happen, while on the other hand, he who didn't he said me that I don't believe in God and I don't believe the creation story. I don't believe in that. I'm fascinated by it and I'm not scared." And he looked at me, he said, "Shouldn't it be the other way around, that I should be scared and the people who go to church shouldn't be scared?" And I thought to myself, and that's why people believe in conspiracy theories, because it's people that are smarter than that, but we tend to believe everything else out there. My perspective of that is that we allow others to control our thoughts and our views, and we've forgotten how to think. And that's my belief. We've forgotten how to think. We've forgotten how to be ourselves. We've forgotten how to be just a human being that enjoys nature. I'm out around all the time when I'm not working at a seasonal job that I have indoors. I'm out around on my mower. I'm doing different things, even though it's hard for me to walk, I still do what I can, and I see nature and I see the beautiful things that occur, and and if something happens to me, oh well, that it happened to me, and then I know people are gonna be sad, but you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that all these conspiracy theories are okay. In my opinion, they're crazy. Look at the sky, look at the clouds, and just look at the sky and look at the clouds. Why are you worrying about that? People worry so much that they gain ulcers. People, who's poisoning you? Other people are poisoning your brain, and they're poisoning your thoughts, and that's what's controlling you. Nobody else. I wrote a quote some time back, and it said, "Chaos controls our mind to believe that everything is bad, and everything that's bad is not chaos." And and we learn from the bad things. The chaos that we develop in ourselves, the chaos that we develop in our lives, is something that we make up because we listen to everybody and anything. Um, well, this restaurant is bad, and all of a sudden, everybody has had a bad experience, yet everybody still goes to that restaurant. This school system is bad, but yet there's kids who are walking out with great grades, and well, I don't want my kid to go. Well, okay, then homeschool them and see how far they go, because you don't have the time. And I'm going to be honest, there's some people who can homeschool, and this is my perspective, but there's a lot of people who don't need to be homeschooling because they don't know what it takes for that child to be educated, and that child is going to grow up, and they're going to have a trouble. Now, I know a lot of people who are homeschooled, and I know a lot of people who have been homeschooled, but they were homeschooled in the correct way. My thinking is a lot of people nowadays, because they don't have a basis, a sound basis, these people who I know who are homeschooled, who are based and they have a great foundation, they're successful. I know somebody who has a PhD in psychology because, and she was homeschooled, but she had a great base. She had a great parent who knew exactly how to teach her. I'm sorry, but some people, not everybody is qualified to do a homeschool program. What happens in that part, you put your beliefs of the conspiracies into that child's brain, and then all of a sudden that child's brain is full of conspiracy theories, and they're scared to step out. A lot of people right now are scared of stepping out. A lot of people are scared to go outside. A lot of people are scared of what's going on in the sky, the stars, the moon, the clouds. Hey, just go out there and enjoy it. Enjoy the peacefulness. There's crickets going on right now. I'm outside on my porch, like I said. Quit believing all the conspiracy theories. Just live life. Be yourself. Learn to think for yourself. Learn to be strong in yourself. Learn to research what's going on. We believe people we believe people who have no, everybody's a perfect, everybody's an expert. All of a sudden everybody's an expert in something. Only thing I'm an expert in is how to use a walker right now. That's the only thing I'm an expert in. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, so I just go out there and do it. My perspective today is this: enjoy life. Quit thinking about all the conspiracy theories. If you're wanting to homeschool your child, do it, but make sure you have the proper education tools. Make sure you have the proper paperwork. Make sure you have the proper curriculum, and don't teach them about all these conspiracies. If it's not true, then don't teach it. Simple as that. Um, Find somebody who's good at homeschooling, somebody who has a degree. I have a friend, like I said, she has a PhD. She's a great counselor, and she was homeschooled. But the base she has was very strong. Her parents were very strong. I'm not saying you as a parent aren't strong, but if you believe in all the conspiracy theories, I'm going to question what you're teaching. And you say, well, Javier, you don't know what you're talking about. Once again, it's my perspective. And I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about this, but you know what? My perspective is we are starting to believe everything that's going on, and we shouldn't have to believe in everything that's going on. Research it, think about it, and look into it. Okay? I'm going to try to do these on a weekly basis. Once again, I do have a YouTube channel, Perspective from my church, Perspective from my porch. I do have the page on Facebook. It's called Steps for Success. I always post on that if you want to look that up. And on TikTok also, Javier Franco. And this video will be on there. Maybe not this video, but some other videos will be on there. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.